beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, we talk about how to start a business, run a business, grow a business, how to market that business, how to get grant money for those businesses. I started my channel talking all about candles because I own a candle business amongst other businesses, but I really want to be a resource for you all to help you start businesses, run businesses, grow your businesses, all while working a 9-to-5, because I do still have a 9-to-5. I have a 9-to-5 because I not only love my job, but the 9-to-5 helps me to bootstrap my business so I don't have to take out loans. Along with grants, it helps me to bootstrap my business. Now, I am at the point where I may have to take out a loan because I want to open a physical location, and I'm going to take you all on that journey with me as well. But for now, I'm just relying off of grants, my revenue, and then the money that I make from my 9-to-5 to push into my businesses to help market them and grow them, so that they can be in the future what I would like for them to be. So in the beginning of any business is really a true sacrifice, and that's why we're going to talk about some more grant opportunities today. I have a few for you, not very many. The other video that I did before this regarding grants had so many more grants, and those grant opportunities are still going on. So I hope that you have been applying. The ones I'm going to talk about today are fairly new, and the expiration dates on those are coming up soon. So I just want to make sure you're aware, because I did not mention these in my previous videos. So let me just say this as well. When it comes to grants, there is not a 100% guarantee that you will get the grant if you apply for the grant. Regardless of what you put on your application, how many details you put into it, you have to remember that it is not just up to one person solely to choose your business to get this grant. Now, with government grants, they have set aside a bucket of money in which they can give out for these particular grants. And that means you have a better chance of probably getting one of those government grants than what you do getting a grant like the FedEx grant or the Action for Opportunity grant, because it's a lot of businesses applying, and those particular grants are coming from actual businesses where they also have a bucket of money set aside, but it's not as much as what the government would have for these particular grants. So I always tell everybody who reach out, just make sure that you look at the requirements, what is needed for these grants. Do you need an LLC? Do you need to have a certain amount of revenue? Maybe they want businesses that have only made under 1 million or businesses that have made over 1 million. Some grants are looking for businesses that have been operating for 1 year. So others are looking for businesses that have been operating for 2 years. And then you have some grants that are looking for businesses that are just starting up. It just depends. So make sure you always read what the requirements are. Read the fine print. Make sure you're doing everything that it's asking you to do. Also, if they're asking you to do some sort of video on your business, really just take your time and explain your business and put it out there so that they can take it seriously and know that you are very passionate about what you are doing. Because some of these grant opportunities, not the government grants per se, but some of the grants like the FedEx grant, the Action for Opportunity grant, some of the Hello Alice grants, they want you to provide a video just talking about yourself, why you started the business, and why you need that particular grant. So put your heart into it, put your all into it. If you don't get the grant, that's okay. Dust yourself off, move on, and apply for another one. But don't give up, don't stop, don't get discouraged. Every grant that I apply for, I do not get. I probably have applied for 100 grants and have only received maybe 3 or 4. It just depends. So, just keep going and keep applying. You never know. I have multiple businesses, so I've received a couple of grants for my candle business and then a couple of grants for my beard oil business. And like I said, just apply for the grants, give it your all, be completely honest and truthful, and just show your passion for your business, your love for your business in your videos when you're applying. So the first grant that we're going to talk about is the Hello Alice grant, the Boss Network and Sage's Investment in Progress Grant 2023. So it basically says Black women are starting businesses at the fastest rate of any other racial group. Yes. Yet despite the growing number of businesses, minority women are left out when it comes to access to capital. We know that's the truth, sis. So back to this grant. You know, when I saw this and I started reading that it's for Black women and how often and fast we're starting businesses in this world, and we don't get the amount of funding that we need, like that struck a nerve for me, because I'm a Black woman and I feel this every single day in business. But anyway, this particular grant, like I said, the Boss Network and Sage's Invest in Progress grant is for Black women. And so it goes on to say the best way to encourage Black women founders is to invest in them and give them resources needed to make their businesses successful. And that is from the Boss Network's founder, Kamika Smith. So we thank you, sis, because we need these opportunities. So basically the grant is for $10,000. They are awarding $10,000 grants for 25 Black women entrepreneurs. And they will provide 1 year of monthly mentorship through the Boss Business University, marketing and guidance to help Black women achieve their goals with everything that's needed to successfully start and grow a business. So you have to attend monthly 2-hour workshops, quarterly trainings, and events throughout the year, which is a requirement. I'm fine with that. You know, you gotta give a little to get a little, so do that. So basically they are looking for, you know, like I said, Black women. You identify you are Black and a woman, identifying founder in the first 5 years of your entrepreneur journey. So that means you're basically new to your business. You are purpose driven. You know who your customers are or clients are. Run it back to one of my videos where I talked about who is your ideal customer, who is your ideal client. You need to know that. It's important. And you are committed to delivering exactly what they need when they need it. You let nothing stand in the way of your progress, and today you are ready to invest in the most important person of all, yourself. I absolutely love that statement. Like, it says everything. That's all you need. So anyhow, go through the application, fill it out, see what you need. I'm not sure if you need a video. They will definitely let you know that, but half of my information is on here, so I'm not going to go through the whole thing. But definitely make sure you apply for this grant. It's important, and you know, I'm praying and manifesting that I will receive the $10,000, because I think more than the $10,000, what's even most valuable is the fact that you get the mentorship, you get the training, you get the monthly meetings, the quarterly meetings. Like, all of that stuff is priceless, trust me, especially when you're working with people who have been there, done that, and truly care about your mission and what you're trying to do. So this grant for me is everything. This next grant is for $2,500. So the one that I talked about before was $10,000. This one is for $2,500. It is the Grants for Black owned businesses through Kinetic Business. So Kinetic Business is proud to support Black owned businesses with the creation of the Black Business Support Fund. So as I said, the grant is for up to $2,500. You will get free business internet for 1 year. Like, that's a big savings. And free business consultation, where they will help your business improve efficiencies and boost your bottom line. So basically you go here to see full eligibility terms. Let's go ahead and click on that. So you must be a new or current small business customer within their service area. I'm not sure where that is, but you just have to check to see if their internet is offered in your area. Your small business must be Black owned and have 25 or fewer employees, so small business. You must not be currently engaged in bankruptcy proceedings, so your business needs to be healthy financially. And your small business must not be a nonprofit organization. You cannot sell wine and spirits, check cashing agency, gun shop, pawn shop, any CBD or adult entertainment, anything like that. And you may not apply on behalf of multiple small businesses or receive multiple awards. So basically, it has to be a Black-owned business. You cannot have more than 25 employees. Your business has to be healthy financially, and you cannot sell some of the things that they have mentioned here. So as long as your business is in the clear, go ahead and apply for that. Free internet for a year. I don't know about you, but I pay $75 a month for my internet. So to get that savings, I could take that $75 and put it into marketing or something else for my business, which is definitely a huge help. Like, it's a small win, but it's still a win. Take it. So for this next grant, this one is $20,000. And again, it's through Hello Alice. It is the BGE Energizing Small Business Grant. So BGE is pledging $15 million to assist Maryland's small business. So if you're in Maryland, this one is for you. Eligible businesses located in BGE service area. Again, this is another energy company. So you need to make sure that your business can be serviced by BGE. So you have to be in that area to be able to apply for the grant, which again is $20,000. To be eligible, a business must have between 1 and 25 employees, less than $7 million in annual revenue, a demonstrated need for support with a strong plan for moving forward, and be in or on the way to good standing with the state of Maryland. I don't know what that means for Maryland, but if you live in Maryland, you'll definitely know. So an ideal candidate here, again, you are a small business owner in Maryland with gas and or electric services provided by BGE, and you have clearly defined business goals and are ready. What is wrong with me today? And are ready to take on 2023. So you know exactly what your business would do with the $20,000 to grow and thrive. Basically, know what you want to do with the $20,000, live in Maryland, be able to be serviced by BGE, and then you can apply for this $20,000. This one is not for me and probably not for a lot of you because I don't know how many of you live in Maryland, but if you do, it's definitely a great opportunity. So this next grant, I told you Hello Alice was the plug. If you're not signed up for Hello Alice, you're missing out. Sign up for Hello Alice. And I'm not getting paid by Hello Alice. I've not reached out to Hello Alice. I really don't care about that. You know, if they want to come my way and give me money and sponsor videos, great. But I'm not pressed about it because I'm trying to help you find out about these grants. So for this one, it is the Democratizing the Friends and Family Round Grant for 2023. So this is for female founders of color. So female founders of color have historically been denied equitable access to capital of all forms, which we've already talked about for the Boss Networks grant. So this is basically again for Black and Latinx female founders who receive, like we receive, less than 1% of venture capital, which I talked about before. They're saying it again here. So obviously, come on, we know it's a problem that needs to be solved. And it's a shame that we have to have programs created for us to be able to get some fair treatment when it comes to capital and funds needed for your business. So anyway, this one looks like it is geared towards female founders in NYC. So that cuts me out, but that's okay. But so if you are in NYC and you're ready to take your company to the next stage of growth, this one is for you. Hello Alice and UBS is offering $25,000 in grants and mentorships to 20 female founders of color in NYC who are leading venture scalable companies. So This is for the ladies in NYC. If you need 25K, apply for this grant and see if you get it. So this opportunity is through Wish Local, the Wish Local Empowerment Program. Again, another grant that has been created for Black-owned small businesses because we lack the fair and proper opportunities. So for this one, the selected recipients will receive amounts between $500 and $2,000. This program will only be open to Black-owned stores to help promote equality and diversity in American business. So we already established it's $500 to $2,000 to help rebuild your small business. How can this money help? You can use it to keep your workforce employed, pay rent, connect with new customers, or provide opportunities for your community. You're eligible. You have to be a Black-owned business. You have to be 18 years of age and over. Your store has 20 or fewer employees. Your store is a brick and mortar shop within the U.S. Your store earns an average annual revenue which is under $1 million. And if selected for the program, you must join Wish Local. So Wish Local is a series of programs that allow small businesses to partner with Wish. Stores select which programs to participate in. They can sell their inventory on Wish, act as neighborhood Wish pickup locations, source wholesale items, and more. So basically you have to join Wish if you apply for and win this grant opportunity. So that's another $500 to $2,000 that you can get. So let's just touch on some of the grants that I've already told you about that are coming up. The deadlines are coming up. So the Chicago Recovery Grant application for community development, they have grants for less than $250,000 and they have grants for more than $250,000. Basically, as you can see here with this program, it is a Chicago Recovery Grant. The grant funding can be used for pre-development construction or renovation costs for permanent capital improvement projects. So go ahead and apply for this. You have a couple of more days to get it in. If you're in Chicago and this is something that you're working on and you need funding for it, definitely apply for this opportunity. It's out there. Why not? Now this one is one that I haven't talked about, so I'm just going to throw that in here. This is Invest in Atlanta. So as part of the Wells Fargo Open for Business Fund, I know that people are not feeling Wells Fargo, but they have this fund out there for people who live in Atlanta. So as part of the Wells Fargo Open for Business Fund has launched the Commercial Property Improvement Grant Program to support local small businesses located in the city of Atlanta. You know, it's a lot going on in Atlanta, a lot of businesses, a lot of bosses. So if you live in Atlanta, then you need to check this grant out. So small business owners are eligible to apply for grants of up to $50,000 that can be used for both internal and external improvements to their commercial property. So commercial property doesn't mean your house. That means your business, you know, it's commercial. Something that you have invested in as a business that is not your home. So small businesses across the city are eligible with priority to minority-owned small businesses in disinvested areas as identified in the One Atlanta Economic Mobility Plan. So you basically could click on here to see where those particular areas are. Eligible applicants, for-profit and non-profit small businesses operating in commercial properties with a total building size smaller than 15,000 square feet located in the city of Atlanta are eligible to apply. Small businesses who lease their commercial space should have a minimum of 1 year left on their lease and will need approval from the property owner. Applicants must show a current City of Atlanta business license. Owners of vacant commercial properties that meet the size requirements may be eligible to apply. Small businesses in multi-tenant commercial buildings with a total building size smaller than 15,000 square feet are eligible. Awardees must provide a match equal to at least 10% of the grants award. So if you are awarded $50,000, you have to give up $5,000, which is 10%, in order for you to basically get this award. Priority will be given to small businesses located in disinvested areas of the city of Atlanta. And then it talks about ineligible applicants, and then it tells you what you can use the money for: painting, lighting, windows, doors, framing, signage, gates, building, surface repairs, surface upgrades, interior upgrades such as flooring, walls, ceiling updates, HVACs, structural repairs, all of that good stuff. So if you live in Atlanta and you have a commercial property and you are eligible, after you feel like you're eligible after reading the requirements, then go ahead and apply for this, because they will be giving this money out basically until the funds are depleted. So there's no expiration date here. It's just first come, first serve. And if all the money is gone before you get there, I'm sorry, but you missed out. So jump on it right now. Again, links to every single one of these grants and opportunities will be in the description box below, so you don't have to go search for it. I'm helping you out. Now for this one, I don't know why it's so funny, but I always think it's that commercial. If you know what City Trends is, then you know where I'm coming from.
City Trends is your destination for 100% authentic name brands guaranteed. Enhance your back-to-school style with Junior's fashion denim starting at $12.99. Enhance your kids' attitude with Kids Street Trends.
But they're giving away money, so it doesn't matter. Black History, City Trends Black History Makers grants. So calling all the best and brightest Black change makers. In celebration for Black History Month, City Trends is acknowledging Black entrepreneurs that are making history in their community today. Our goal is to help advance and further the businesses of Black entrepreneurs. Using our application below, we are encouraging you to apply for a $5,000 grant. It's $5,000. Go ahead and apply if you're making an impact in your community, donating to your community, you know, helping out the homeless, creating programs for the youth. If you're making an impact in your community, then this grant is for you, and you have until February 28th to apply for that $5,000. So go ahead and enter your email and continue to apply. Now this one is for my people who are global. Remember I told you to sign up for iFund Women's Universal Grant application, and basically you will be notified when there are grant opportunities available that you are eligible for. So this one is the Visa Global She's Next grant program. Basically this grant program is for people in these particular countries: Chile, Poland, Dominican Republic, Baltic, Nordic, MENA, Vietnam. So if you're in one of those countries, then you are eligible to apply for these grants. This one here, well, who is this? Winona Satcher. So since she joined iFund Women, she was a visa recipient grant. She is in the US, and the woman underneath her is in India. They both basically receive grants. So this one is global, worldwide. Just go in and see what they have to offer and apply for what you are eligible for, depending upon your country and what they're offering for your country at that time. I also don't want you to sleep on the Women Business Development Center, because there are programs and grants that are offered for women. So if you look here, the High Road Kitchens grant, they're basically offering between $10,000 and $30,000 to Chicago restaurants. So if you have a restaurant, go ahead and apply for that. The Upskilling Grant, Association of Women's Business Centers, with generous funding provided by AARP Foundation. So for this particular grant, they are awarding, it doesn't say how much, but they're financing opportunities to nearly 200,000 women entrepreneurs each year. So 200,000 women, that's a lot of money that they're giving out there. So go ahead and check that out. I will leave the link for this in my description box as well, so you can click on all of these grants and go see what you qualify for. the Small Business Improvement Fund. This one is also for the city of Chicago. And I believe they have women business development centers in each state, so definitely check it out. But because I allowed Google to see my location, they're giving me all of the things for Chicago. So if you don't live in Chicago, then make sure you put in your location so they give you relevant grants for you. Then they have the Strengthen and Grow Child Care Grant. What is this one about? Oh, so if you're a licensed daycare or child care provider, this particular grant is for you. So check that out. What's the next one? Oh, this one is Cleveland Avenue State Treasurer Urban Success Fund. So it's a $70 million initiative that will bridge the capital and resource gap, impacting, again, Black, Latinx, and women entrepreneurs in Chicago's South and West Side neighborhoods. So Cleveland Avenue State Treasurer Urban Success Fund. Okay. Check that one out as well. And then they have some for LGBTQIA plus small businesses, national grants for veteran-owned small businesses. Looks like $25,000 fund will make investments of $1,000 each to 25 veterans, which is cool. The Fast Break for Small Business grant program, we talked about that before. 2023 Growth Accelerator Fund competition. Prizes up to $200,000 will be awarded to those ideas that best support Growth Accelerator partnerships. Hey, if you're into that, apply for that. The Amber Grant, we spoke about that before. It awards a $10,000 grant each month and an additional $25,000 grant each December to women entrepreneurs with a compelling story. For that one, you do have to submit an application fee. I think it's $15. And then you have the, what is this one for? The Black Founder Startup Grant. I think they're missing a T here. Black Founder Startup Grant. So the Black Founder Startup Grant Program from SoGal Foundation, which we talked about them before as well. They are sponsoring and providing grants of up to $10,000 for Black and multiracial women and non-binary entrepreneurs. Then there's the Capital One Business Grant. So that one is for $10,000. So $10,000 grants will be awarded to Black-owned businesses to try and supplement any business that was lost during the COVID-19 pandemic. So if you're still struggling from the effects of COVID, that grant is for you. The DBIA grant program, so that's for dairy businesses. And they are awarding up to $100,000 in reimbursable grants will be made. So you have to click on this to see all of the requirements, but they are targeting small to medium-sized farmers or processors. So listen, I don't know who else out there that's watching that has a farm. You know, people are buying land and farming and doing all these things for themselves because they feel like the world is going to a place where they're going to have to be growing their own food and doing all those things. So if you need that money, apply for that grant. Then there's the Enrich Her grant. It looks like they're giving away $5,000 to help with some smaller expenses. So go ahead and apply for that. They are saying there's a $37 application fee. So you'll have to pay that if you want to try to apply to get the $5,000. Again, there's no guarantee that you will get that. So it's, you know, at your own risk. And then there's the Etsy Emergency Relief Fund. They are giving away up to $2,500 in funding for this particular grant program. Again, for all of the ones that I'm reading off, you'll just have to click where it says here on each of the grants so you can look at the requirements, look at the deadlines, and all of the things that you need to apply. And then again, here is the iFund Women COVID-19 Relief Fund. And so they're giving away money for that. The Kitty Fund. So the Kim Folsom is the CEO of Founders First. So in honor of Mother's Day and her own mother, Catherine Kitty Abrams Tadlock Webster, Folsom launched the Kitty Grant in 2020. This year, the $25,000 fund will invest $1,000 in 25 mother-led small businesses. That's me. I'm a mom. If you're a mom, apply for this as well. You know it's hard trying to be a mom and run a business and work a 9 to 5 and do all these other things. So if you need this money, I don't care if it was $50. Apply for it. Whatever. That $50 could pay for a small ad or something. I don't know. It could pay for you to take somebody out to get coffee if you need a mentor. Somebody who has, you know, been in the business that you're in and you just need some advice and some help. You could say, reach out and say, hey, can I take you for coffee or lunch or dinner or whatever? And then just pick their brain. Use it for that. Oh my gosh, it's so many. Rebuild the Block. So Rebuild the Block was created with the sole purpose of supporting Black entrepreneurs. Through their grant program and donations, the company provides monetary support to Black businesses to help them connect with community members on a larger scale. So definitely click there and see what that's about. We've already talked about SoGal. So then you have so many more here. Go Be Elevate Fund. They're giving away $4,000. Here's a micro grant for $500. Here's another grant for $250,000. And then, you know, we already talked about the Wish Local Empowerment Program. And then they have one for people in Gurnee, Illinois for about $10,000. So with all of these grants and the ones that I spoke about before, it's a couple of $100,000 out there for you to grab if you are awarded these grants. Again, there's no guarantee. You have to apply and just do your best when you're applying and see what happens. If you get it, great. If you don't, dust yourself off and keep going. So these are all of the grants that I have for you today. I hope that this was helpful. If you apply and you're awarded, go ahead and let me know, because I always love to see those wins and congratulate you all when you are awarded these grants. So I thank you so much for watching this video, beautiful people. Please, as always, subscribe, like the video, comment. I'm going to be bringing these grant videos out as much as I can, but as you know, there's not always a grant every week, a new grant every week, a new grant every month. These grants come out, you hit the point where, you know, the deadline is gone and you have to wait and see what new grants are popping up. But I'm signed up for everything so that I'm aware and I'm notified when these grants come out, and as soon as I am notified, I will notify you. So definitely subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can be notified when these videos are coming out, so you do not miss these opportunities, because these programs move fast and furious. And for the programs that only has a certain amount of funding for you, you want to go ahead and try to apply first come first serve, so that the money doesn't run out before you're able to get a piece of the pie. So definitely continue to manifest good things in your business and apply for these grants and get you some money so you can grow your business. Because again, our goal for this year is to live with intention, run and grow our businesses with intention, and become 6- and 7-figure businesses by the end of the year, right? We want 7 streams of income, and we want our businesses to thrive all year long and for decades to come. Again, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time, loves. Bye.